I survived a shooting and my fiancé Nettie used it as a party story. Today, I walked out of our engagement dinner. I was shot during a bank robbery last year and still have pétasse last night. I heard my fiancé telling our engagement dinner guests it was actually hilarious how I crawled under a desk crying, while everyone else stayed calm. I handed him the ring back in front of his entire family and walked out. The scar on my shoulder is still an angry pink despite the expensive creams and time that's passed. But the real wounds, the ones no one sees, those still feel fresh every single day. 13 months ago, I was depositing my paycheck when two men in masks burst through the doors. The sound of the first gunshot is something my therapist says I might never forget. In the chaos, I dove under a desk. Not brave, not heroic, just terrified. When the second bullet tore through my shoulder, I thought I was dying. I remember the copper taste of blood, the cold floor against my cheek, the sounds of screaming that seemed so distant. I spent 2 weeks in the hospital, another 3 months in intensive therapy. I still jump at car backfires, still check exits everywhere I go, still wake up drenched in sweat some nights. Through all of this, Mark was there. He brought me flowers in the hospital, drove me to therapy appointments, held me during nightmares. When he proposed 6 months ago, I thought, here is someone who truly sees me at my worst and loves me anyway. Last night was our formal engagement dinner with both our families at his parents' lake house. I excused myself to use the restroom, and on my way back I heard laughter from the patio. Mark's voice carried through the open window, crawling under this desk, crying her eyes out while everyone else just stood against the wall like they were told. I mean, the security footage is actually hilarious. She's army crawling like she's in some action movie. More laughter, and then when the bullet hit her, total accident. The guy was aiming at the ceiling. She basically got in the way. Should have seen her face when I visited her in the hospital. Like, babe, it's just a shoulder wound, not exactly life-threatening. I stood frozen in the hallway, heart pounding in my ears. The PTSD thing is a bit much, honestly. It's been a year. My buddy Dave was in actual combat, and he doesn't act like this. His mother's voice, Mark, that's not very kind. Mom, I am just saying it gets old having to check under the bed every night and pretend I don't want to go to fireworks because of her triggers. We're getting married. She needs to get over it. I don't remember walking onto the patio, don't remember the conversation stopping abruptly. I only remember the weight of the diamond ring in my palm as I placed it on the table in front of him. I am someone's punchline, I said, my voice steadier than I felt. Just not yours anymore. His face drained of color. Babe, it was just a joke. My trauma isn't your party story. I turned to a stunned family. I am sorry you drove all this way for nothing. As I walked to my car, his mother followed me, apologizing, crying. His father called, his sister texted. Mark himself stood on the driveway, shouting that I was overreacting, that I couldn't throw away 3 years over one stupid comment. But that's the thing about living through something that nearly breaks you. You learn exactly how precious life is, and exactly what kind of people deserve to be in it. Some wounds are visible, others hide beneath the surface. But the deepest cut of all is realizing the person who promised to protect your heart was laughing at your scars all along.